This is a short presentation on aspects of personality based on the transaction analysis ego states theory. Dr. Eric Berne identified back in the 1950s that there are three aspects to our personalities that affect us every day. Within all of us, we have the ability to move between these three states on a continuous basis. They affect the way in which we behave, and in particular, the way in which we interrelate to other people. These three aspects are the child. The child is the natural set of emotions and state of mind we're born with. For example, affectionate and joyful are positive aspects, whereas demanding and furious are negative aspects of child. We use child when we're being emotional, intuitive, creative, manipulative, rebellious, or submissive. When we need child in order to have fun, be spontaneous, and inspired. As we grow up, we adapt the extreme aspects of child so they become a bit more manageable. As we develop speech and movement, so the other states evolve. The second state is parent. Parent develops as we absorb the things that grown-ups say to us. Some are good, like caring and responsibility, and some are bad, like prejudice and unthinking criticism. Parent is where values and opinions lie, and we use it when we are looking after, supporting, judging, and taking responsibility for ourselves and for others. The third element is adult. Adult develops as we become aware of our environment and our own ability to influence it. So if we touch something hot, we think, I don't want to do that again. We use the adult state when we're being rational and objective and calculating. Rational decision-making and important decisions need this part of our personality. We can move between these different states in any conversation, backwards and forwards. But a fully rounded personality needs all three parts of the personality functioning and used appropriately. We can expand this even further by looking at the different aspects of both the child, what we call the free and the adapted, and the parent, what we call the nurturing and the controlling side of parent. This could be broken down yet again into positives and negatives. And ideally, when we're reacting to people, we want to stay within the green box where all the positive aspects are. But we need to watch out for cross-communication. Cross-communication occurs if a person responds from the inappropriate ego state. So, for example, if a person's in what we call negative parent, that might push you into child. If somebody is nagging at you, then you might respond by saying, I don't care anyway. So it pushes you into negative child. An emotional and instinctive response, which leave the person feeling uncomfortable, is often part of a cross-communication. If you choose to move into the adult state, you may succeed in hooking the other person into adult as well. And it is in the adult state that you can have rational and reasoned conversations. And this is often the most appropriate communication, particularly in the work or in a political environment. In any relationship, we can adopt each of these characteristics backwards and forwards in the course of one conversation. And the main problem comes when we adopt a particular characteristic in any relationship. So, always playing parent means always trying to be in control, whether it's a positive parent or a negative parent. Always being in child means adopting an emotional stance without rationality and without the rationality that the adult can bring. The adult keeps us rational, but it can be very difficult to maintain. The good news is that once we're aware of these different states, and when we're likely to use them, we can change and choose to adopt a different position whenever we choose. Being able to make a choice means that we can remain in control of the conversation, of our own actions, and can respond appropriately to whatever other people throw at us.